you can play bad cop, worst cop, huh? What do you think this is, the 1980s? Like those old documentaries? The journalists aren't the revolution,
Our
man.
old
We're just
military
augmenting
industrial
the
friend.
message. And the message is still out there. It's on the street. It's over the airways. It's spreading online. Maybe it's even
here to
got
free us
into
or
those
interrogate
faceless
us?
skull buckets of yours, huh?
We're scared.
Maybe you're thinking you're fighting for the wrong team. Well, that's a good start, man. First, see that the police are being pulled by crooked politicians. Then you can stop dancing for them. And you know what would be another good start? A Coke bill. Asshole.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Cops, you still up there? The press wants to be free! You! I knew it, man! I knew you were one of them all along!
Do I look like I'm one of them?
I can feel my hands right now, but if I could run a search for shadowy extra-government agent on the net, pretty sure it's all you.
Fair point. What happened? You pulled a Freedom of Information speech on the state police?
Ha fucking ha. They didn't wait for a speech, man. Lesson learned. Smash the state before the state smashes your nose.
Little K asked me to get you out.
She's the K now, man. I'm a liability to Samizdat.
She cares about you, Yarrick. She didn't want to leave you or Bones behind.
Always was a cool cat, man. One of the good ones. She wrote the wheels come off 16 years ago and the conspiracies just keep checking out. Everything except the gray aliens, but who's to say that's not a metaphor?
If she wrote the book,
I don't believe in authorial intent.
I warned you about picking a fight with Picus. They've got a lot invested in protecting the message.
Would I be talking to you now if Picus had got to us? I mean, does Eliza Kassan have a sense of humor? All those bombs going off lately. What's one more in the sewers? BTW? Those are all rhetorical questions.
You don't say.
But they're trying, man. Bones heard the cops talking about extraordinary rendition. What a wonderful connected world we live in, when they can pin an acronym on you, ARC, NSF, who gives a rat's ass, and ship you off to a black site on the UN's credits.
Just how many states are you an enemy of?
All the corporate ones.
I might have known you wouldn't keep your heads down during the riots.
This is what a radical news source lives for, man. Lives and dies for. But the helmets on the streets, the extreme peacekeeping, that's not about the Golem riots. How are the Augs gonna get over here? Carpool? No. Someone, somewhere wanted the cops to clean house in Prague. And this is just the beginning. What if they could call martial law anywhere, anytime? Cops without borders.
That's your prediction, huh?
You can take it to the bank, man. The Palisade Property Bank.
You told me you were a liability to Samizdat. How do you figure that?
Because the cops burn me, man. Exposure is death. They didn't have to ask a single question. Just took my DNA off their knuckles. My high school dropout date, my sister's parking tickets, my dark-neck proxies. Oral cemetery.
Oral cemetery?
They didn't get a lot of mainstream airplay. Anyway, Little K shouldn't have sent you. Samizdat has to be bigger than any man or woman.
Samizdat is bigger than you now, Yarrick. The Resistance reached further than you planned for. You want to fall on your sword, there's a better place to do it than in a holding cell.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa! You know I use the term liability real broadly.
There's a way out of Prague for you both. The Samizdat resistance has organized everything. We just need to keep our heads down and get to the cleaners nearby.
The cleaners. Irony. Wait, you mean going through the cops?
There's a police locker in the corner that should be stocked with uniforms. Find something that fits and try to look convincing. We need the cops to think you're one of them. Good. It's time to go.
Oh! Are you going to make the deadline? Fine.
Listen.
After you.
Need a stronger lead.
Where did that come from?
We are all trapped. Good.
Cut that last part in the second story.
Long live...
You got that piece done yet?
What were you saying?
The Primus. I can't believe it.
That was exhilarating.
Do you think we are safe here?
We are for now, but you can't risk going back outside. There's a group organizing underground. They're doing everything they can to create a refuge, to help get people out.
These men, they are part of this group? Are they the reason you came?
That's right. You can trust them. Things in this city aren't going to get any better anytime soon. If you wait here, case people will come for you.
Anything is better than being trapped alone with Helena all day. She thinks that we don't need anyone else. That Irenka should never trust anyone but her. But I think she's wrong. I think we need others. You're the one who got us this far. And these friends of yours, they're going to get us even further. Thank you for that.
Good luck, Irenka.
Yes! Exit plans, man! Exit plans! Always be making them! We worked this contingency plan out when we started Samizdat. Didn't think it would actually come to this, though.
No one thought it would be like this. You're gonna need these documents where you're going, wherever that is.
I hear Paris is the best place to have a revolutionary agenda these days. If you want to come along, you can be the muscle. Well, whatever your arms are made of, the stuff they use on space shuttles.
No can do. I've got a previous engagement I really can't miss.
Right, with the cardboard box company.
Watch yourself out there, Kay.
Kay? Kay is Kazdi, man. Kay is everyone. You're part of it now.
vylepšování člověka zcela odvrátili. Ale Takada Segaltrinová, šéfka laboratoře životních věd ve firmě.
Adam, it's David. We need to talk. In private.
Nothing's more private than my infolink.
I'm not so sure. I've sent a secure vidcall number to your smart home system. Get to your apartment and call me.
Adam Jensen.
Delara, what are you doing here?
Is that going to become our standard conversation starter?
I'm serious, Delara. It's dangerous outside. Non-essential staff should be home. How did you even get...
Ouch. Non-essential.
I just meant...
Work with me, Adam. I was trying for a little levity. Truth is, watching Picus News, hearing that the mobs were getting closer to the city, I was reminded of... Let's just say I thought being 3 stories below ground was better than staying in my apartment. So, I called in a favor and got state police to escort me in. Listen, I can tell something big is happening, so I don't want to keep you.
You doing okay, Delara?
Look, Adam, I didn't tell you why I left Lim International. That I was in session with a patient when the incident hit, and that I was...
You were attacked.
Her name was Madeline. She was 13. A really sweet kid. One minute we were talking, laughing actually, about something silly I'd said, and the next she was...
It was a terrible day. For everyone.
After I fought her off, she just stared at me like she was totally aware, you know, but not in control. God, Adam, I could see in her eyes that some part of her was still in there, locked away. And she was terrified.
Delara, I'm sure the girl...
Madeline. Her name was Madeline. You know the part that I'll never forget, though? The thing that keeps just replaying in my mind over and over? Right before she jumped out of my office window, I could swear she was crying.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound insensitive. But you made it through that, Delara. And I think you're stronger for it.
Thanks, Adam. Guess you just think you're over something, you know? And then...
I understand. But regardless of the reason, you took a risk coming back here. These are dangerous times for everyone.
You don't need to worry about me, Adam. I'll be fine. I'll just hunker down in my office until the storm passes. Besides, I hear I have a very comfortable couch.
Just take care of yourself.
I always do.
Hey, Adam. How'd you get here? I thought the city was locked down.
It's like a war zone out there.
The police scanners are going crazy. You didn't engage them again, did you?
Interpol is trying to stop a massive terror attack from happening. We have leads to follow up on, and we're running out of time.
I know that.
So when corrupt, violent maniacs attack me on a city street with lethal force, believe me when I say I'll return the favor. It's horrible out there.
I was just cleared for active duty. I don't want anything to mess that up. I'll wait out the storm in here.
Whose unit are you assigned to for your next mission?
McCready's.
Really? I thought...
He actually recommended me. Told me I shoot better than anyone on his team.
That's great. Talk to you later, Arya.
Bye, Adam. See you out there.
I'd avoid McCready if I were you. He said something about if you wanted to step out of line again, he'd be happy to set you right.
The NSN is down again. Something's sworn I saw.
Nikoladze. Radich. M.
My wife asks me why I need to drink so much.
That's not right.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Damn fine work, actually. There's too many things
Access
to do all at once.
granted.
TF-29 personnel do not have special dispensation.
Goddamn fearmongers and death peddlers.
State police officials have
Damn fine work, actually.
all permits, licenses, and certifications are temporarily
Could have sworn I saw.
They're all
MIA
corrupt, as far
is
as
still
I'm
better than
concerned.
him blowing up something else. Peterson pulled his ID off
Now
the
these
train
mafia
station.
types are always squeaky clean
Peterson
on
pulled his
paper.
ID off the train station video.
Not safe. You know, I was starting to think you got rounded up. My God, martial law. I heard it's pretty bad out there.
Bad enough. Don't go out if you don't have to.
Yeah, well, it's getting bad in here too. I've been going a little nuts. I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure who I can trust anymore.
What are you talking about, Chang?
You know I've been looking into Janus, right? Well, turns out Janus knows things about this place. About us. Things they could only know if... Information that could only come from inside.
You think Janus has a mole inside the task force? What makes you say that? What exactly have you found?
I can't tell you that, Jensen. I'm in charge of cybersecurity here. You really didn't think I wouldn't notice what's been going on? You've been poking into people's computers. You've been doing other things.
You're obviously a smart guy, Chang. Question is, whose side are you on?
Well, I don't take sides. Chang looks out for Chang.
I'm not sure that's good enough.
It's good enough for me. And it's a whole lot better than picking the wrong side, Jensen. Look, I'm not accusing you of anything yet. All I'm saying is, I'm a paranoid guy, okay? Right now, more than ever. If someone I work with is... I just need to know these walls are safe.
Nowhere is safe. My job, my reason for being here, for doing whatever it is you think I'm doing, is to change that.
Are you saying I should keep this to myself for now?
I'm saying you should do what you think is right. Use the resources you have here to go after the people who deserve it. People who manipulate others, who do everything they can to hurt others. You really think that's me?
No, I don't, Jensen. Just be careful, all right? Make sure you know what you're doing.
I'm always careful, Chang.
It's in whose pocket?
They were willing to put their support.
Be careful, Jensen.
Damn fine work, actually.
Well, I wonder if they need to debate the
You know what I heard? He got captured, escaped, and sneaked his way out of the city.
I understand. You made it. Hell of a time for a lockdown.
More like convenient, given everything that's happened in this investigation so far.
What does that mean?
They knew I was coming. Marchenko and the gold mask from Dubai. Somebody tipped them off.
Are you accusing me?
I'm not accusing anyone, yet. But 2 ambushes in less than a month? I want to know what's really going on.
So do I. McCready dug into Garm. Started out as a geological research center, funded by the European Union, until 2025, when it was purchased by a nameless shell company.
You put Chang on it?
That kid scares me. Tracked it back to Bell Tower Associates in under an hour.
I take it no one purchased it when Bell Tower went bankrupt last year.
Wasn't even listed on the asset sheet. So like I said, you stumbled into something big. Care to focus on figuring out what it is? Right after you contacted me, I got on the horn with Leon. Had them send in a strike team from France. It got there about an hour after you two slipped out.
And the mercs were gone.
Did a pretty good job of trashing the place before bugging out, and left a few booby traps behind. So we have no idea where they went or what they're planning next.
Not necessarily. I heard Marchenko talking to his men. He said something about finalizing a deal with the Diwali.
We need to move on this now. I'll get a search warrant for that old Diwali-owned theater on Tsar Dibi Adlam Street.
You really think we have time for a search warrant?
No, but with the city under lockdown, I can't guarantee you'll make it over to the Red Light District alive.
I got here, didn't I? Nobody's killed me yet.
All right, fine. I won't stop you. Just be careful out there, Jensen. Let me know what you find.
Copy that.
You do understand we are trying to stop terrorists here. I understand that, but I have agents scattered around the...
No, you're wrong. They've gone too far. There's no reason to lock down the city.
It's not a lot, man. It's just a curfew.
With riots beyond the legal
City doesn't want the riots involved.
The dampening chip only limits gun hands. Way too fast.
Smiley, hanging in there?
Me? What about you? After your little recon mission, you come back to guns in the street. It's pretty bad out there. Any trouble getting around?
Oh, nothing I couldn't handle.
Well, at least you're positive. Wish I was right now. I've been combing through Dr. Tallis Rucker's autopsy report, and apparently the medical examiner found nothing. Can you believe that? Nothing. No poison, no bacteria or toxin of any kind was found in his system. Officially, the cause of death was inconclusive.
Inconclusive? I watched him die, and I know for a fact Marchenko did it. They must have found something.
That's just what I thought, so I got my hands on an earlier draft of the report. And while they were unsure of the cause, at least they knew the effect. An unidentified foreign agent started attacking protein strands, bending them out of shape.
And the body's immune system took it from there.
Exactly. First swelling in the cell walls, then more kinking and bending in neighboring cells. The effect propagated throughout the body, made its way to the brain, where it was game over. Do not pass go, do not collect 200 credits. And that speculation, as they called it, is not in the final coroner's report. As far as they're concerned, the case is closed.
But not for you, right?
There's an unknown substance that kills people in minutes. I want to know what it is. And I'm gonna find out. They've already blocked my request once, but I spoke to Miller and he told me Manderley would make a few calls and get things moving.
Okay, stick with it.
Don't worry about that. It'll take more than being stonewalled by state police to stop me. I'll let you know if anything else comes up.
Thanks, Smiley.
Talk to you later.
We seeing here? They're gonna miss something. Something's missing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Bully! The badge is just an excuse for a lot of these guys.
They're gonna miss something.
Could be the start of a family war.
That's it.
Although the subway system is continuing to operate during this curfew, it is not advisable to use it.
Anomaly detected. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Doesn't make any sense for the Diwali to be working with ARC. They're not terrorists.
Hey, Adam.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yeah.
chance he died in the blast.
TF command personnel do not have special dispensation. Implications are temporarily nullified.
Damn fine work, actually. I'm glad I'm 5 stories underground.
Corrupt, as far as I'm concerned.
An ex-army demolition thing. I guess that's the kind of secrecy, isn't it? MIA?
Church of the Machine God. Police arrested her and several of her followers. That is some very good news indeed.
I can't believe you went into that Swiss Alps facility alone, Jensen.
Fuck Jensen, if that shit in Gollum boils over to Prague, we're gonna have a bad day.
Look at events thinking he had
Peterson pulled his ID off the train station video.
Do you need help with that?
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
Damn fine work, actually. This isn't getting us anywhere. All this because of one MIA is still better than blowing up something else. Can't we do something?
Attention. Although the subway system is continuing to operate during this curfew, it is not advisable to use it.
I guess that's the point of secrecy, isn't it?
Concerns of the digital age. And we as Palisade property back.
I guess there's a chance he died in the ground. I guess there's a chance.
Can you hear me? You have to come quick. He's here.
Who's here? Who is this?
It's Daria. From the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. The apartment across from yours. Please, hurry. I need you one thing.
Are you still there? Daria!
Anyone special in Og? Not taking any chances.
It's just going to cost me badly.
Any org make it here.
This is just the beginning, my friend.
A civil war is coming. Give them that.
Yeah! You know, before that little musical interlude there. To speak with me about recent
My Interpol friend, it's dangerous for you to be out in the street tonight. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
The killer is still out there. More victims have turned up. All of them Augs, all harvested. Just like Angela Gunn.
So it's the same person doing all this, and we still have no idea who that is.
I'm not sure where all this is going, but I've been looking at old case notes, and it's uncanny. Marek Svobotka, the old harvester, is supposed to be dead, yet this killer seems to... Little habits that were never made public. I even called the cemetery just to make sure Svobodka's still dead.
And?
He's dead.
That doesn't explain what you're doing here.
It's still my case, isn't it? And it's still open. I was hoping that maybe Daria suddenly remembered something. And what about you? You know very well that your Interpol ID doesn't mean shit tonight. Hell, I should be arresting you right now.
I don't have time for this. Daria's in trouble and I need to get inside. You do whatever you have to.
All right. I suppose you should check on your friend. I'll take a look around the building, you know, in case. Just try not to get caught.
I won't.
Access granted.
Trouble
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You must be a war soldier.
We'll just wait it out in here.
I will try to find you a little something. I promise.
I can't believe it.
Daz is the man. He'll set you up.
You need to pick me up. You want praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Что за хуйня?
I have everything I need.
Блядские юбки.
Of course they won't forgive this one.
Adam, good. We need to talk, son.
What's going on, Seraph? Why the secure vidcall number?
I looked into Facility 451. It was a processing clinic, one of dozens set up after the incident to help augmented people recover. It was supposed to be places to heal, but they were run more like prison camps.
And?
And I don't think you got your new augs there. You said rescue teams dumped you in that clinic shortly after Panchaea collapsed, but your name doesn't appear on its entry logs. And it doesn't appear on any survivor recovery lists either.
They said I was a John Doe. Nobody knew who I was.
It wouldn't have been hard to find out. Your augmentations have serial numbers. Or at least the ones I had installed into Adam Jensen did.
Are you suggesting all my augs are new? Even the ones you gave me?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you, all the augs we ever installed had registry codes, and they're not hard to trace.
I know my augs, Seraph. It took 2 years for my body to get used to them, to unlock all their potential.
2 years? Really, Adam? One of which you don't remember because you were allegedly in a coma in Alaska. Look, son, all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been hard to identify you, but for some reason, that never happened.
Why are you so sure I didn't get these augs in Alaska? Orloff was there. I spoke with him.
You said he was using an alias, McFadden. I looked into it. Casper McFadden didn't exist until the day you regained consciousness, which was 1 month before you escaped the facility.
Okay, so where was Orloff?
Not in Alaska. He was with Tai Young Medical for a while, and in the spring of 2028, his name pops up once or twice in the Baltic region. Then he dropped off the grid, and McFadden shows up.
So what does that prove? Orlov is McFadden, and McFadden is Orlov. None of it connects him to me.
Except for the AUGs which Orlov designed and nobody else knows how to install, let alone make compatible with a competing system.
I found a set of Orlov schematics in a secret military facility in the Swiss Alps. The mercs there had the same augments as me. Do you think I could have been there?
A secret military base in Switzerland? It's kind of far from the Arctic, but...
But what?
When Panchaea collapsed, the original search and rescue mission was reclassified as a recovery operation after 7 days.
Meaning they weren't expecting to find any more survivors.
A few days after that, a unit of soldiers who were never publicly identified intervened. I think that's who found you.
They pull me out of the ocean, take me somewhere. And a year later, Orlov and I show up in Alaska.
Maybe. Listen, son, there's some conclusions you have to make for yourself. I've gone as far as I can take you. Orlov might have had answers, but as soon as you found out he was in Prague, that he'd been visiting Prague periodically ever since you started working with TF-29's division there, somebody killed him. You tell me what it means.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, if you ever do find out, give me a call. Until then, take care of yourself, Adam. Be careful.
Thanks for the help, Seraph.